Did you know that New York was once a Dutch colony named New Amsterdam, traded for a tiny island, now known as Run Island? Yes, you heard it right. Back in the 1624, Dutch settlers embarked on a journey across the Atlantic, setting foot on an island they would soon call New Amsterdam. This island, bustling with potential, was the heart of trade and commerce for the Dutch West India Company. But, as fate would have it, in 1664 the English seized control, renaming it New York after the Duke of York. Yet the most surprising twist in this tale lies in the trade deal that led to this transformative moment. The English, in their pursuit of nutmeg, traded New Amsterdam for a speck of land in the East Indies, known as Run Island. This trade, as seemingly insignificant as it was, laid the foundation for the city we know today. This is Cultural Contours. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. As New Amsterdam transformed into New York, one can't ignore the cultural shift that swept across the city. The English takeover didn't just change the name of the city, it brought with it a wave of cultural change. The Dutch influence, once prominent, began to fade as English customs, language and governance took hold. Yet, the Dutch roots remained deeply embedded in the city's fabric. Streets named after Dutch settlers like Stuyvesant and Van Cortlandt still exist today, a testament to the city's Dutch origins. The Dutch legacy of tolerance and trade also continued to shape the city, laying the groundwork for the cultural melting pot that New York would become. The city's transformation wasn't merely political or economic, but cultural, a shift that would come to define its identity. From the Dutch taverns and English churches to the Irish pubs and Italian eateries, every corner of New York began to tell a story of cultural fusion and adaptation. This is Cultural Contours. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. As the city grew, it welcomed immigrants from across the globe, each bringing their own cultural contributions, shaping and reshaping the city's cultural landscape. This cultural evolution set the stage for the birth of a metropolis, a city that not only embraced diversity, but thrived on it. The city's cultural contours, carved by its history and its people, were as varied and vibrant as the city itself. And so, as the 18th century drew to a close, New York stood at the brink of an era of unprecedented growth and transformation. From a humble trading post to a city poised to become a world-renowned metropolis, New York's journey was just beginning. As the 19th century dawned, New York, once a humble trading post, began its journey to become a world-renowned metropolis. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It took vision, tenacity, and a few bold strokes of genius. One such stroke came in the form of a man-made waterway known as the Erie Canal. Completed in 1825, it was a feat of engineering and grit that connected the Hudson River to the Great Lakes. This canal didn't just change the face of New York, it reshaped the economic landscape of the entire nation. With the Erie Canal in place, trade flourished. Goods flowed in and out of New York City like never before, and with the goods came people. The city's population exploded from just over 60,000 in 1800 to more than 1.5 million by the end of the century. The cityscape was transformed as buildings shot up to accommodate the growing populace. But it wasn't just the physical landscape that was changing. The people who flocked to New York were as diverse as they were numerous. They came from Ireland, Germany, Italy, and countless other countries, bringing with them their traditions, their cuisine, and their dreams of a better life. This influx of immigrants didn't just populate the city, it gave it soul. It turned New York into a melting pot of cultures, a cosmopolitan hub where different worlds met, merged, and created something entirely new. These immigrants worked hard, often in grueling conditions. They laid the city's cobblestone streets, built its towering skyscrapers, and breathed life into its bustling markets and vibrant neighborhoods. They brought their hopes, their fears, their stories, and their music. And in doing so, they made New York City a place where every language is spoken, every cuisine is tasted, and every culture is represented. The 19th century was a time of extraordinary growth for New York City, but it wasn't just about bricks and mortar or dollars and cents. It was about people, their dreams, and their indomitable spirit. It was about the birth of a metropolis. As the city grew, so did its influence, paving the way for a century of remarkable transformation. The 20th century brought with it a whirlwind of change that forever shaped the face of New York. Sky-piercing edifices began to dot the skyline, each one standing as a testament to the city's ceaseless ambition and relentless spirit of innovation. Among them, the Statue of Liberty, a colossal copper colossus gifted by France to the United States. This towering beacon of freedom, standing at the gateway of the city, would come to symbolize the hope and dreams of millions of immigrants who sought a better life in the land of opportunity. Next came the Empire State Building, soaring above the city like a giant exclamation mark. Constructed during the Great Depression, it was a shining beacon of resilience in the face of adversity. It was more than just an architectural marvel, it was a symbol of the city's determination to reach for the stars, no matter the odds. Underneath the bustling city streets, another marvel was taking shape. The New York subway system, a labyrinth of tunnels and tracks connecting every corner of the city. It was a feat of engineering that transformed the way New Yorkers lived, worked and played. It brought the city closer together and made the impossible possible. As the city grew, so did its influence. Wall Street, once just a street in Lower Manhattan, rose to prominence as the financial heartbeat of the world. It was here that fortunes were made and lost, where the fates of corporations and countries alike were decided. But the 20th century wasn't without its trials. The city weathered the storm of the Great Depression, its people showing remarkable resilience in the face of hardship. Yet each challenge only served to strengthen the city's resolve. New York, ever the chameleon, constantly evolved, adapted and reinvented itself. It was a city in constant flux, its identity forged and reforged in the crucible of change. The city's indomitable spirit saw it weather the storms of change and emerge stronger than ever. In the 21st century, New York stands as a testament to its tumultuous past, a beacon of resilience, innovation and diversity. The city has endured its share of trials, and perhaps none as significant as the tragic events of September 11th, 2001. The world watched in horror as the Twin Towers fell, but the spirit of New York did not crumble. Rather, it rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever. Within a decade, the city rebuilt, transforming the site of devastation into a symbol of hope and resilience, the One World Trade Center. This soaring edifice now stands as a tribute to the nearly 3,000 lives lost that day, their memory forever etched into the city's heart. But New York's story doesn't end there. The city has continued to evolve, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in finance, arts and technology. Wall Street, the heart of global finance, continues to beat strong, dictating the pulse of the world's economy. The city's vibrant arts scene, from Broadway to the Underground, maintains its place as an international cultural powerhouse, drawing millions each year to its theaters, galleries and museums. And let's not forget Silicon Alley, New York's answer to Silicon Valley. This dynamic hub of tech innovation is home to thousands of startups and tech giants alike, driving advances in everything from fintech to fashion tech. The city's resilient spirit has ensured its place at the forefront of the digital revolution, proving once again that New York is always ready to adapt and evolve. Today, the city that never sleeps continues to inspire and innovate, a testament to its enduring spirit. From its humble beginnings to its rise as a global powerhouse, New York's story is one of resilience and reinvention. And as we look to the future, there's no doubt that this city will continue to shape our world in ways we can only begin to imagine. As we gaze into the future, one can't help but wonder what's in store for this vibrant metropolis. New York, a city that has always been a beacon of change, of progress and of dreams, stands at the precipice of a new dawn. Let's begin by pondering on the technological advancements that might reshape this city. Imagine a New York where autonomous vehicles glide seamlessly across smart roads, where AI-driven systems manage everything from traffic to waste disposal, and where clean, renewable energy powers the city that never sleeps. Now let's consider infrastructure. New York has always been a city that grows vertically, reaching for the sky. But with the advent of new materials and construction techniques, it's not hard to envision a cityscape even more awe-inspiring than the one we see today. Perhaps we'll see skyscrapers that dwarf the current giants, or underwater habitats in the Hudson River, or lush green rooftops that bring a touch of nature to the concrete jungle. But of course, the heart of New York is its culture, a melting pot of ideas, traditions, and people. As we move forward, this cultural mosaic will undoubtedly continue to evolve. We might see new forms of art, music, and cuisine born out of this diverse mix, shaping not just New York, but the world at large. Moreover, the spirit of New York, its resilience, its adaptability, its relentless drive, will remain a constant. This spirit has seen the city through its fair share of trials and tribulations, and it will continue to guide New York through the challenges and opportunities of the future. And so, as we stand on the brink of tomorrow, we can only speculate on what the future holds for this city. But one thing is certain: New York, with its rich history and resilient spirit, will continue to adapt, to innovate, and to dream. Whatever the future holds, New York, with its rich history and resilient spirit, is poised to continue its legacy as a city of dreams. Before we wrap up, we'd like to invite you to explore more about the cultural contours of cities around the world. Our Cultural Contours channel is a dedicated platform where we delve into the heart of urban landscapes, from New York to New Delhi, from London to Lagos, from Tokyo to Toronto. On our journey, we've explored the ancient streets of Rome, the vibrant markets of Marrakesh, the futuristic skyline of Singapore, and the mysterious alleys of Istanbul. We've tasted the world's flavors, danced to its rhythms, and reveled in its stories, and we've only just begun. By subscribing to Cultural Contours, you're not just hitting a button, you're joining a community of explorers, a group of curious minds that are passionate about uncovering the soul of a city, its past, present, and future. Your support helps us venture into new territories, uncover hidden gems, and share untold stories. So, join us on Cultural Contours as we continue to explore the rich tapestry of cultures that shape our world. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for updates. See you there.